Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio. President Trump delivered a pre-recorded address today as part of the 75th Annual United Nations General Assembly. Trump's speech comes a day after he declared that all UN sanctions against Iran have been reimposed. The majority of UN Security Council members are rejecting the move. They question whether the U.S. has the legal standing to restore the sanctions because the president withdrew from the nuclear deal in 2018. Democratic challenger Joe Biden is signaling he would rejoin the deal if he's elected, but the former vice president also says he wants to negotiate tougher terms and expand the agreement's mandate to include non-nuclear matters. World leaders will send videos instead of physically gathering at the United Nations in New York due to the COVID-19 pandemic. President Trump says he will name his Supreme Court nominee this Saturday. One person on President Trump's list of potential nominees is Judge Allison Jones Rushing. The Hendersonville, North Carolina native graduated from Wake Forest University in 2004 and went on to get her law degree at Duke University. The 38-year-old is the youngest federal judge in the country. There is a big debate right now over whether the president should choose a Supreme Court justice nominee with just 43 days left until the election. Former Vice President Joe Biden says if he wins the election, he wants President Trump's nominee withdrawn. When we come back, the passing of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the potential impact on the law. But first, a weather update from meteorologist Alex Wasilenko.
Happy Tuesday, everybody, and happy first day of fall. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the First Alert Weather Center on this cool, crisp, yet refreshing day of weather. We're talking about high pressure overtaking the forecast today across eastern North Carolina, resulting in drier weather, northerly winds, and lots of sunshine, too. Can't forget about those cool temperatures, a solid 10 degrees or so below average for this time of year. We should top out in the upper 60s to low 70s this afternoon as those winds finally begin to relax for the evening and overnight. It'll come with sunshine through the afternoon, clear skies overnight, but those clear skies overnight may lead to a few fair weather clouds Wednesday morning, but it's not going to stop that heat from escaping by Wednesday morning. A lot of us will be starting your midweek forecast in the 40s and 50s, but we'll see a nice warm up as we head into the afternoon. Also today, we still have many advisories and warnings in effect along the Crystal Coast and Outer Banks. There's a coastal flood advisory in the light green shaded areas through Craven, Carteret, Pamlico, and also coastal Onslow counties. There's also a coastal flood warning in effect from the northern Outer Banks all the way down Highway 12 and to Hatteras Island. We're concerned with some more minor flooding today in those aforementioned areas, some significant overwash, minor beach erosion, and continued dangerous rip currents. So if you have any interest along the Carolina coast or you simply reside there, do be sure to use an abundance of extra caution today and remain weather aware. To track all the changes along the coast or through interior parts of eastern North Carolina, do be sure to download that free First Alert weather app. Your first day of fall, as I had mentioned, shaping up really nicely for the balance of your Tuesday with more sunshine on the way and those cool highs in the low 70s. As winds begin to relax overnight into the day Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to allow temperatures to breathe a little more. We'll get back into the upper 70s and low 80s as we near the end of the work week, but for the end of the work week itself, it may turn a little active with that increase in heat and humidity. Isolated showers and storms will be likely Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday, but it's going to be important to note that not one day in particular will be a complete washout. Just be sure to have that umbrella on standby. Make it a fantastic first day of fall. How fitting that it is a cool day overall. Stay safe and weather aware, everyone. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
The Supreme Court returns from its new term in just 2 weeks, with only 8 justices following the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. There are a number of high-profile, highly charged cases on the horizon, including a challenge to the Affordable Care Act and state laws that impact abortion rights. Our D.C. Bureau looks at what's at stake.
Republican leader Mitch McConnell is promising the Senate will vote on President Trump's choice to replace Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, possibly before Election Day.
The Senate has more than sufficient time.
California Congresswoman Judy Chu says that would put a new conservative justice on the bench in time to consider whether to strike down the Affordable Care Act.
And if so, that will mean millions of Americans will be left without health care.
Arkansas Republican Senator Tom Cotton says it's too early to know.
It's not clear to me yet whether we will have a new justice confirmed, so I can't speculate on how the court's going to rule.
But Nevada Congresswoman Dina Titus says Republicans have shown they'll do whatever they can to eliminate the ACA.
They know that calendar, and I'm sure they will rush to have a justice to make a ruling on that case.
It's also possible a more conservative Supreme Court could hear a new challenge to abortion laws. And Congresswoman Chu says it's not just rules about when and how.
There are also other cases that outright ban abortion totally that are also actually in the pipeline.
Democrats say the Supreme Court could also play a role in the upcoming presidential election.
With so many justices who are conservative and appointed by Donald Trump, it's very likely he's going to be the one contesting the results of the election. So who knows what they might do.
Both campaigns are hiring lawyers to prepare for challenges of the election results. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Today is National Voter Registration Day, and Americans are urged to prepare for the upcoming elections. The Awareness and Action Day helps to ensure eligible voters register within their districts. Make sure you know the requirements to register where you live and then take action. You can register online through the North Carolina Department of Transportation's website or mail in your registration form at your local elections office. Deadline for both options is 5 p.m. on Friday, October 9th. And tune in to WNCT's first podcast, What the Politics, hosted by Emily Severich and I. Our first episode goes live today at 4:30 p.m. We'll be joined by Dr. Jonathan Morris, an ECU political science professor. Today's topic is about civil discussion, looking back on how America became polarized. You can find us on Apple and Spotify or on the WNCT Now app. Here's a preview.
The question is, can a society like ours maintain a true representative democracy in which the people have some say in such an era of polarization? Involvement at the local level is another way that our systems stay functional.
And be sure to tune in tonight at 7 p.m. for the Senate debate between Republican Senator Tom Tillis and Democratic challenger Cal Cunningham. In addition to taking questions from the moderator and panelists, the candidates will also respond to questions from local voters regarding issues that impact their local communities. Thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio.